Yo, I'm about to give you the 3 players you want to avoid in the top 20, okay? First, we're going to start off in LA with Backboard P. Now, Paul George, he's going extremely high. I have no idea why. Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum are all projected to go after him, which makes no sense to me. My 2 big problems with Paul George: 1, he's injury prone. And the crazy thing about it is, even if Paul George doesn't even have a major injury, he always finds ways to take time off. Paul George is kind of becoming a little diva. Like, he never used to rest or anything like that, or take rest games and stuff, until Kawhi Leonard started doing it. Then when Kawhi started doing it, Paul George started doing it. And Paul George, I think he got away from his element. He think he's this top tier superstar, and he's just not. Like, Paul George, very, very inconsistent. That's the second reason why I would not want a player like him as my second option. Paul George, he's just not worth being a second option player because he's one-dimensional. And when he's good, he's great. But when he's bad, he's terrible. Paul George is one of them players that will keep shooting the ball even if he's missing, and he can't affect the game in any other way. If he's not scoring a basket, he's useless. He's not a very good playmaker. He's a subpar defender. They say he's a great defender, but let's be real. Every time Paul George matches up with players who's supposed to be on his level, they outplay him. Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler. I mean, I can keep going on and on. So, me personally, I would not pick Paul George up. But next, Fred VanFleet. Now, Fred VanFleet, man, he's going to have a good year. But I feel like people are overestimating how great he's going to play because of how good he played last year, first. And second of all, the fact that Kyle Lowry's gone. But are y'all forgetting that they still have Gary Trent Jr. over there? Are y'all forgetting that Pascal Siakam's going to be the focal point of their offense? Are y'all forgetting about what is that guy named? The new point guard they're going to have. Oh, they have Gordon Dragic coming over there as well. I don't know why Fred VanFleet is listed so high in the second round. Like, Fred VanFleet, he's like a late third round type of player. High fourth round player. He's not no second round player. Fred VanFleet, he's not a Julius Randle. He's not a LaMelo Ball. He is not a Ja Morant. He is not a De'Aaron Fox. But for some reason, they have him projected ahead of all of these players. And you know, it's crazy, man. I see all these people talking about projections. The projections keep changing. I would suggest, if you haven't done your draft yet, I would suggest doing it now. Because the projections are changing so much. These players are changing the positions that they're at. And some of these sleeper players are going up. And some of the players that you might be trying to get later, you're going to have to pick earlier than what you would have anticipated. But Fred VanFleet, if you can get him in like the late third, early fourth, I would get him. But do not pick that man up in the second round. He's not a top 20 player. I love Fred, but he's not there yet. Last, Kyrie Irving. Dr. J. Irving himself. Kyrie Irving has all the intangibles to be like one of the best point guards in the league. He has all the intangibles to argumentatively be the best point guard in the league. But the problem with Kyrie Irving is his off-the-court antics. Kyrie Irving is such a great player, but his off-the-court antics make him undraftable because you have no idea if he's going to be available to you. He rests a lot. He's injury prone. He's always doing a lot of things that have nothing to do with basketball. And now they're talking about this COVID vaccine. He doesn't want to take it. I understand a lot of people are skeptical about it. But if it wasn't the vaccine, to be honest, I feel like it'd be something else. Kyrie Irving, he's such a great player. He's such an amazing player, man. But there's always something going on with him that is personal, that has nothing to do with basketball, that kind of make it to where, like, he would be somebody that you probably would need to pass up on. Trae Young, in my opinion, is not better than Kyrie Irving. He's going to put up better numbers because the Hawks have less talent, but I would take Trae Young before Kyrie Irving. De'Aaron Fox is not better than Kyrie Irving, but guess what? I wouldn't mind having De'Aaron Fox over Kyrie Irving because De'Aaron Fox is going to show up. He's going to play. CJ McCollum the same way. All this talent and skill doesn't matter if you can't utilize it. And if Kyrie Irving played better, if he was consistent, he would definitely be a late first round player. I would say right around Jason Tatum. Or maybe around Bradley Beal, because Kyrie has the skill to average 30 points a game. But the problem is he can average 30 points, but he's probably only going to play half the season. So if you like Kyrie Irving, get him. I would recommend waiting. He's maybe like a third round type player, high third round. If you can get him later than that, then do so, but not in the second, please.